Thank you for taking part in our second weekly writing workout. It's the week of Monday the 13th of June, and in this session we've got 5 exercises, each just 30 seconds long, but designed to train your skills, your resilience, your independence, so that you become a better writer. Now, what you can be doing is clicking onto the Google form in the description of this video. You can be writing your answers there. See if you can beat me. I did terribly last week. I'm hoping to do a bit better this week. And then when you send those responses in, we'll send them to Proud Thursday. There might be some prizes available and you might get a shout out as well. So let's get started with our first exercise for this week. So this was an exercise that we had a go at last week. It's working on your vocabs. So a word will appear on the screen and you've got to come up with as many synonyms as you can for that word. So words which mean the same thing. Last week we had angry and we had words like furious, irate. I didn't do too well. I only had 3 or 4. So see if you can get about at least 3, if not more. Again, write them on your Google form. You can send that off and we'll see who's the winner for this particular one. You've got 30 seconds. Off you go. Okay, well done on that activity. Hopefully you've got quite a few there in your list for synonyms for beautiful. I had mesmerizing, I had captivating, I had stunning, glorious. So I had a few there, but if you've got any more than 8, that's fantastic. Make sure you've written them in your Google form that's in the description in this video. Send it off and we'll see who's got the most for that first exercise. Well done. Let's move on to our second exercise of the week. Okay, on to our next exercise, Inference Lunges this time. There's going to be a sentence on the screen about a character, and you need to write down as many things you can work out about that character as you can. So for example, if the character was wearing a suit, I might put that they're formal, I might put that they are well prepared. So as many as you can think of, and this will, if you're a GCSE student, develop your skills for paper 1 and 2, questions 2 to 4. So 30 seconds, the sentence will appear on the screen. See how many inferences you can make. You're aiming for about 4 if possible. Let's go. Okay, well done for that. Hopefully you've got a list there of about 3 to 4. Things I've thought about were Greg sauntered in. So if he sauntered in, he might seem casual, maybe lazy, maybe apprehensive and unsure. He's wringing his hands. So if you're wringing your hands, I think he's nervous. He's clutching the cloth again, nervous, maybe fearful. He's got a stained t-shirt, so maybe he's if he's wearing a t-shirt, he's casual, but it's stained, so maybe he's clumsy, maybe he's uncaring. So I've probably got about 5 there. Hopefully you've beaten me. Make sure you've written all your answers in your Google form quiz, and we'll have a look at those once you've finished. Next exercise then. So now we're on to our device drills. We had a go at this last week, and this is where we'll have another sentence, and this time we need to identify as many methods as we can. So that's language devices, any techniques that the writers used. Write out as many as you can and see what you can come up with. 30 seconds, let's go. Okay, so how many did you get this time? We should have their number. I've got you, direct address, desert of despair, so that's alliteration, and we've got metaphors as well, haven't we? We've got the an oasis of peace. So if you've got any more than that, fantastic. Make sure you've written those in your Google form and we'll have a look at those. But I could find those 3. There might be more than that though, so make sure you double check that one. And our final exercise for this week is character building. So an image is going to appear on the screen. You need to create a character for this image. Now it can either be a character in the picture or it can be a character you're going to insert into that picture. What I want you to do is 30 seconds. I want you to write down 2 adjectives to describe the character, and as well as that, if possible, a past trauma, something bad that happened to that character that you could draw into a flashback, particularly if you're in year 8 or year 7 and you've been working on creative writing. Okay, so 30 seconds, the image will appear. See how many things you can come up with. So you should have chosen a character. I'm assuming it's going to be a soldier, but you could have chosen a commander. You could have chosen, be a bit creative, maybe the perspective of an animal, a rabbit shivering watching this. So be creative, don't just go with what's there. But if you're going to go with a soldier, you might put something like disciplined for an adjective. You might put nervous or fearful, so something to do with their emotional state. And then a past trauma. I think my soldier, he has just witnessed a horrific death of his best friend in war, and therefore as he's going into this battle wherever they're going, he's going in much more nervously than he would have done. But make sure you've written your personal ideas, your past trauma, your different adjectives into your Google form. We'll see which is some of the best ones and we'll send them into Proud Thursday and get some shout outs for you next week. Well done for everything you've done this week. Fantastic work. Let's keep this up so that we keep our training, our skill base working, and that we're able to become excellent writers. Well done.